Okay, so tonight we're going to continue in Tomer Devorah. This is the fourth day. So this we're going to deal with two phrases tonight. So the first phrase is Lo hechazik la'adapo. He does not retain his wrath eternally. So this is another attribute or another midah that even when a person persists in sinning, the Holy One, blessed be He, does not retain his wrath. And even when he does retain it, it is not forever. Rather, he nullifies his anger, even if a person does not repent, as we find in the days of Yerovam ben Yoash, when the Holy One, blessed be He, restored the borders of Israel. This is 2 Kings 14:26. They were worshippers of idols, but He had mercy on them, though they did not repent. If so, why did He have mercy on them? Because of this attribute of not retaining His wrath forever. On the contrary, He deliberately alleviates His wrath, even though the sin still exists. He does not punish immediately. Rather, He waits hopefully and has mercy on the sinners, on the possibility that they will repent. This is the intention of the verse. Not forever will he battle, nor will he bear a grudge for eternity. Psalms 103, verse 9. Rather, the Holy One, blessed be He, conducts Himself with both tenderness and harshness, all for the benefit of Israel. This is a fitting attribute with which a person should conduct himself towards his fellows. Even if one is permitted to reprimand his friend or his children severely, they would accept the rebuke. This is no reason to intensify his reprimand and persist in his anger, though he was angered. Instead, he should nullify his anger, and not retain his wrath eternally, even if this is such a wrath that is permissible for man. This idea is comparable to our sage's explanation of the verse. It says, when you see the donkey of someone you hate lying under its burden, Shemot, that's Exodus 23, verse 5. What is the cause of this hatred? He saw him transgress a sin, and being a lone witness, he cannot testify against him in court. This is referring to your enemy that you see with his donkey laying under its burden. It says, thus he hates him because of that sin. And even so, the Torah demands, you shall help along with him, meaning abandon that anger which is in your heart. And on the contrary, it is a mitzvah to befriend him with love, for perhaps with this method you will succeed in causing him to repent. So this is exactly the attribute of he does not retain his wrath eternally. Okay, next. Ki chafetz chesed hu. So, for he is desirous of kindness. We have already explained elsewhere that in a certain, I think that's in one of his other works, so Pardes Rimonim Sha'ar Hechalot, chapter 5, that in a certain heavenly chamber, angels are appointed to receive the grants of kindness that man performs in this world. And when the attributive judgment accuses Israel, these angels immediately display those acts of kindness. And the Holy One, blessed be He, has mercy upon Israel, since He is desirous of their kindness. And even though they may be guilty, He has mercy on them if they grant kindness to one another. This can be compared to the time of the destruction of the Holy Temple, when it was said to the angel Gabriel, go in between the Galgal, between the Kerov, and fill your hands with burning coals from among the Kerovim, and throw them on the city. That's Ezekiel 10:2. For He, that's Gabriel, is the angel of judgment and strictness. And he was given permission to receive the powers of judgment from the fire on the altar, which is between the Galgal, below the Kerovim. This is judgment according to the strictness of Malchut, which became so severe that it sought to destroy everything and uproot the core of Bnei Yisrael, because they had incurred the penalty of annihilation. However, the passage continues in 10:8. The form of a man's hand appeared under the wings of Cheruvim, meaning that the Holy One, blessed be He, said to Gabriel, they grant kindness towards one another. It's Vayikra Rabbah 26:8. So even though they were guilty, they were saved, and a remnant of them was left. The reason for this is due to this attribute of He is desirous of kindness, meaning the kindness that Israel grant for one another. And He reminds them, the heavenly court, of this righteous aspect of them, and even though in other aspects they are not righteous. Hence it is proper for a man to conduct himself with this attribute, even if one is aware that another person is committing evil against him and angers him. Nevertheless, he has some good redeeming quality he is benevolent to others, or he possesses some other good trait with which he conducts himself righteously. This good side of him should be sufficient for one to nullify his anger against him and to have a positive feeling towards him and to desire his kindness and say, it is enough for me that he has this good quality. How much more so does all this apply to one's wife? As our sages explained, it is enough that they raise our children and save us from sin. So too, one should say to himself with regard to every man, it is enough that he has done for me or someone else such and such a favor, or that he has such and such a positive quality, and he should always be desirous of kindness.